We have some Major League Baseball action as the Arizona Diamondbacks set to take on the Miami Marlins in what was supposed to be a battle of two cellar dwellers. This game actually ended up being really entertaining. On the mound today for the 55 and 95 Diamondbacks will be Robbie Ray, who has been the ace since the Zach Greinke deal, and he has actually struggled since that trade. On the year, he's 6-13 with a 4.07 ERA. He was pitching better towards the beginning of the year. And then Dan Straley on the mound today for the Marlins, 3-5 with a 3.9 ERA. So not totally awful, but definitely not what you look for. As bottom one, here's David Peralta ripping a double. Peralta has definitely played better down the stretch. Doesn't really matter, though, since his team is 40 games under 500. And with 2 outs, Chris Davis, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's a bomb. Wait, no, warning track power. It would not be a dinger. It's going to be caught at the track by the center fielder. So there goes hopes of the Diamondbacks scoring here in the first. Now second inning, it's the catcher Jorge Alfaro. Gets that one by his former Philly teammate Nick Williams for a double. Now runners on first and second. A single will load the bases now as Thomas Jones, he thought that was a walk, but he's going to go down looking. So now 1 out for the pitcher, Dan Straley, and he's going to ground into a 4-6-3 double play. The Diamondbacks infield is more chemistry than a science project, and despite the fact that the bases were loaded with no outs, no runs will score. Now third inning, here's Wilmer Flores up at the dish, and Flores will get a no-out double to start the inning. Let's see if the Diamondbacks can do what the Marlins didn't do, as Ketel Marte rips a single. Flores headed home, and he doesn't even need to slide Arizona on the board. They take a 1-0 lead, and then the pitcher, Robbie Ray, who is hitting over 270 on the year, hits that single. So now the bases are jacked. Nick Williams, that one goes high into center. It would be caught by Thomas Jones, but it does not matter as a run will score. I think that's Ketel Marte. Now it's 2-0 Diamondbacks lead. Batter after that would be David Peralta. That one goes off of the leg of Dan Straley. Peralta will be safe at first. Run scores. Now it's 3-0 Diamondbacks lead. What an inning for them. However, it would end with a Jake Lamb strikeout. Dan Straley finally gets out of a jam. And now it's time for Robbie Ray to eat. There's Miguel Rojas striking out. Then Starlin Castro, he's just a window shopper because he's just looking. Peter O'Brien now in the 4th inning goes down swinging on the fastball. Bottom 4, Christian Walker, more blind than Helen Keller, swinging at an absolutely ugly pitch. And then Caleb Joseph, he's going to go down on strikes. That one looked like a ball, but they said no. So, now 2 outs. Robbie Ray rips his second base hit of the day. He's been a very consistent hitter all year, but it doesn't matter as Nick Williams, he's just a window shopper because he's just looking. 5th inning now for Crush Davis, who did not get a home run in his first at-bat. He'll get one here. And Davis will take that 1 yard, the former Oakland A. He was part of that Zach Greinke deal. So now let's go top 6. 5-0 your score. Time for Miami to start a little bit of a rally. And that will certainly start off pretty well. A double to start the inning by a Starlin Castro. Next batter is Brian Anderson, the third baseman. He's shopping gap to right center field. Castro will score, and now it's 5-1. Marlins trying to start this rally, and I guess this will certainly help as Ketel Marte bobbles the grounder from Jorge Alfaro. And now Gabby Guerrero up at the dish, and Guerrero's going to go shopping left center as Anderson and Alfaro will head home. And just like that, the lead is cut in half, and it is now a 2-run game. Marlins finally figuring it out. Thomas Jones would go down looking on the curveball, ending a disaster of the top of the 6th inning for the Diamondbacks. Now 7th inning. Very nice play from Ketel Marte. However, the runner is safe at first. So now, with 2 outs, here's Brian Anderson as Ketel Marte flips it to second, not in time. Then it's flipped to first, not in time. And then here's the cleanup hitter, Pedro Alvarez, going deep into right field. Just because of a bad play from Ketel Marte, 3 runs will go on the board as Pedro Alvarez, with his 10th of the year, known for his power, and he's not having a very powerful year. And I think we can all assume that his average is not great either. So now bottom 7, Marlins up by 1. Nick Williams starting the inning off with a double as the Diamondbacks try to get right back in the lead. Next batter, David Peralta, who's having a really good game, rips a single. Nick Williams decides to be gutsy, heads home, and he is gunned down. Excellent play right there by the Marlins defense, and it will remain 6-5, and that would cost Arizona a run, as it would have been 6-8, but I don't think the Diamondbacks are complaining, as Jake Lamb goes yard for his 33rd home run of the season, and the Arizona Diamondbacks will take a 1-0, or they'll take a 1-run lead, 6-7 now, as there's Peter O'Brien going down looking. Now with a runner on, it's going to be Thomas Jones who gets that one over the head of David Peralta. Magneuris Sierra heads to third safely, so 2 on, 1 out. That one will go to center. Chris Davis makes the catch. However, Magneuris Sierra will get home in time, and this game is now all tied up at 7 apiece. What an ending we will have for us. So now runner on first and second. Jones will score off of the single, and the Miami Marlins will once again take the lead, now 8-7. Now let's go top 9. Jorge Alfaro gets that one off of the pitcher. I believe that's Mark Reprzinski on the mound. He was a little shaken up, but he would remain in the game. So runner on first, 1 out. Now 2 outs for Magneuris Sierra, and he's going to get some insurance runs. His first career home run. A very promising young player in the Marlins farm system was called up for the September call-ups, and he will go yard for the very first time in his major league career. Here's Drew Streckenrider on to get the save. 31 saves, but he has a 4.7 ERA, which is not ideal. As Jay Gonzalez, in his first career MLB at bat, he spent time in AA this year. He's going to draw a walk. Then the batter after that, Nick Williams, gets a single. So 2 on, no outs, tying run of a plate. It's David Peralta who strikes out at the fastball. Then Jake Lamb is up. He gets fouled by the second baseman. Jay Gonzalez head home. He will be safe. And just like that, the winning run is up. It's Crush Davis who would strike out. And then Wilmer Flores would also strike out. And the Miami Marlins would get the win, coming back from 5-0. And they win it by a score of 10-8. Definitely a fun win for them, even though they're not really playing for much, as the outfielders all bowing down to each other. And later that night, a bigger game for the Diamondbacks organization, the AAA playoffs, Game 5, do or die, the Nashville Sounds and the Reno Aces here in the AAA playoffs. The Sounds are the AAA affiliate of the Texas Rangers, as it'll be Alex Young getting the start for the Aces. Really solid performance against the Albuquerque Isotopes to close out that series, and now he's going to try to close this one out as the very first batter of the game for the Sounds will rip a triple. Definitely not the start you want if you are the Aces. However, Willie Calhoun would go down swinging. So 2 outs, runner on third. That one would go over the head of the center fielder, Kyler Murray. Run scores for an RBI double, and the Nashville Sounds get to a quick 1-0 lead. Wei Chi Huan on the mound today for the Sounds, and 7.1 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 3 hits. That is the exact same stat line pretty much that Alex Young had. So here's Kyler Murray, really been struggling here in the postseason. He's going to look at the corner fastball, first strikeout of the day for Huang. Now let's go later in the inning. Pavin Smith gets a pitch he likes, and as soon as he saw that one go right over the plate, he knew it was going to be gone. He knew it was going to be gone before he even hit it, as Pavin Smith has been the best hitter in all of the minor leagues for any team. Definitely going to be the everyday first baseman next year in Arizona. What a season he has had. Batter after bat, Alex Healy on the full count pitch. He's going to look at something that might have went below the knees, but the Zebras are going to call it a strike. So Drew Ellis bobbles that one. 2 runners are safe, very similar to the Ketel Marte play, which led to the Pedro Alvarez home run. And while it's not going to lead to an immediate home run, it will lead to a pair of runs, as the Nashville Sounds will take a 3-1 lead. 3-1 lead, will they blow it? However, Drew Ellis does make up for his bad play, as he is going to get dirty there, potentially preventing a run. So now, bottom 2, here's the catcher, Carson Kelly, going down on strikes, the 3rd Reno Ace today to go down looking. And then Drew Ellis swinging at an ugly pitch. It would get in the dirt, and the Nashville Sounds are able to make the play as Juan definitely on a groove right now. Let's go 4th inning now. 3-1 is your score, as that one is an absolute missile into left center field for the Sounds. A 2-out double as they try to extend their lead. However, Lopez would swing yet an ugly pitch. I don't know what he was looking at. So now let's go bottom 4. Here's Pavin Smith, who already has 1 dinger today. Why not get another one? As Pavin Smith, with his 2nd home run of the day, 4th home run in the postseason. What a year he has had, really showcasing that. And he is giving a warning to every major league team, all 29 of the other teams, other than Arizona, that he's coming. Now, Alex Healy is up. That one's going to drop for a base hit. The first hit today by the Reno Aces, not named Pavin Smith. Would the Aces capitalize? And the answer is no, as Fuzzy Milkic would fly out to right field, 3-2 your score. So now 5th inning, beautiful play right there by the ace infield, Leyba to Refsnyder to Smith, 6-4-3 double play. There's Drew Ellis going down on the fastball. 6th inning now, 3-2, still your scores. Domingo Leyba with an excellent play and another 6-4-3 double play, as this Reno infield has more chemistry than a science project. So Pavin Smith, he got a pitch he liked, a curveball right down the middle, but he would end up striking out. Alex Healy also strikes out. Here's Cardona now up in the 7th. As just watch this effort from Joe Adell. He had that catch, and then lack of awareness, he decides to throw to second, even though Rob Refsnyder is not playing the base. And because of that, Cardona will round third, headed for a triple. And then this is even wackier. Pavin Smith does not go to first base. A run would have scored anyway, but I don't know what Pavin Smith was doing. I guess he was trying to play shadow, but there's no point of that. And then the very next at bat, Pavin Smith overthrows Domingo Leyba. So now runners on the corners with 1 out, as this Reno defense is a mess, and they're going to pay for it. A 3-run dinger for the Nashville Sounds. That's Willie Calhoun, former LA Dodger prospect, one of the top prospects in baseball. He was part of the Yu Darvish deal. So now 7th inning, Pavin Smith bobbles it again. His 3rd defensive botch of the inning. However, Smith would finally make up for it. While he does have 2 dingers today, he also has 3 very bad defensive plays. So now 8th inning, Drew Ellis is able to get to first. The first baseman was not on the bag. However, it wouldn't matter as Joe Adell grounds out. Obviously, Joe Adell had to find a way to screw it up. So 9th inning now, runner on third, 2 outs, and the Nashville Sounds are going to try to extend their lead, get some insurance runs, not that they really need it, as that one was from Curletta, his first of the postseason. Now here's Pavin Smith, who obviously sucked in the 7th inning, but did hit 2 dingers today. That's likely his final at-bat as a Reno Ace, as he will be on the Major League team next year. And this season would end off with a double play from the catcher Carson Kelly. And there you go, everyone. The Nashville Sounds are advancing to the AAA championship. The Reno Aces are eliminated, but still a great season from the Aces. And expect a lot of those Reno players to be playing next year in the Major League level with the Arizona Diamondbacks.